Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you to each and every one of you for your continued support. There is a move that is going on in Kenya, and I have done my research to really understand what it is all about. William Ruto, our president, has abolished kazi mtaani. And in return, is saying, in fact, today at a church service, he said the young people will be involved in the planting of trees. And planting of trees will solve the challenge of drought. Of course, planting trees is a future exercise. Planting trees will solve drought in the next 20 years, not now. So, in short, anyway, I want to comment. You know, drought as we are right now needs an urgent intervention. Why? This is what I mean. When you look at data that has been released today, as we speak right now, in Kenya, 4.3 million Kenyans are food insecure. 4.3 million. 273 elephants have already died. Our tourism industry is in the grave. 2.5 million livestock has died. 2.5 million livestock. Do you know how many animals are those? And do you know how much is that? Billions of shillings are going down because of drought. 54,400 children are at risk of dropping out of school. 120,000 expectant women and lactating mothers need nutritional aid, urgent nutritional aid. 900,000 children under 5 years have been affected. 785,000 people are in an emergency state. They need emergency help. And 2.7 million Kenyans are in a crisis phase. Ladies and gentlemen, from this data, someone is telling us to plant trees so that we can rescue this situation. How many years do trees take to mature? How do you plant a tree in a dry area? How? How will those trees survive? Ladies and gentlemen, I think without fear of contradiction, God is punishing some people. Now, Kenya Kwanza government is strongly rallying behind the planting of trees. And they want to use that in replacing kazi mtaani. But listen to me, Kenya. I want to use the available information that you see by your own eyes to tell you the truth of the matter behind the planting trees initiative. Before I proceed, I want you to listen to William Ruto's speech on planting trees.
Na ndio hivyo mumesikia tumesema kama serikali tunataka tuungane na wananchi wote wa Kenya tupande miti bilioni 5 kwa miaka 5 ijayo. Kwa hivyo kila mmoja wetu na county government, national government, all other agencies, the private sector na wafanyabiashara wengine wote, sote tutaungana both from the public and the private tuweze kuchangia kupanda miti ndio mito yetu isikauke na tuanze kupata mvua tena. Mimi nataka niwaulize, zile kazi ambazo tulikuwa tunatafuta kama ile kazi ya kazi mtaani, sasa itakuwa kazi ya mazingira. Wale vijana wote tulikuwa tunaajiri kwa kazi mtaani, sasa tutawaajiri wapande miti. Tuhakikishe ya kwamba tuko na miti ya kutosha. Tumekubaliana ya kwamba CDF tutabadilisha sheria kidogo, ndio tuongeze pesa ambayo itatumika kwa CDF, ile ambayo inasaidia na wabunge waweze kupatia vile vikundi ya kina mama, vikundi ya vijana waweze kuzalisha miche ya miti, ndio tuweze kusaidia na kuchangia katika kubadilisha mazingira katika taifa letu la Kenya. Because unless we change our environment, climate change is a reality that we must live with.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Ruto. He is pushing very, very hard. He is pushing Kenyans that they must plant trees, ladies and gentlemen. Now I want you to listen to me. Who is behind this exercise they are pushing this much? Who wants to run this program? Is it the president? Is it the government? Is it Kenyans themselves? Or there is someone somewhere who has seen billions of opportunities, billions of shillings of opportunities to milk this government dry? Ladies and gentlemen, last week, the just ended week, William Ruto's daughter, Charlene Ruto, visited 4 counties. Last week alone. On 28th of October 2022, she met the Speaker of Kisii County Assembly, Honorable Kelvin Katisia. The same day, he met the Deputy Governor of Kirinyaga County, Honorable David Githanda. On 26th of October 2022, she met Embu Governor Cecily Mbarire and her Deputy Kinyua Mugo. On 25th of October 2022, she met the Deputy Governor of Isiolo County, James Lowassa. What did they discuss? These are not innuendos. This is not propaganda. It's what you are seeing by your own eyes. I want to take you to Charlene Ruto's Twitter account. We read what she posted after these meetings, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to propel propaganda. I don't want to lie, or I don't want to spend on innuendos. But I'm asking as a Kenyan, yes, we are being pushed to plant trees, an exercise to replace kazi mtaani. Hawa vijana wanaopanda miti lazima watalipwa. Pesa ya nani? Kwa sababu, if the planting trees exercise is replacing kazi mtaani, it means a government tendering must be done, procurement must be done. Some people will be given a tender to supply seedlings to the government, so that, listen, let me re-explain it before I proceed to the tweet so that we understand what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. If planting trees will replace kazi mtaani, it means, 1, tendering must be done and published in official news outlets. Number 2, you know that's the procedure of government. Procurement must be done, procuring the trees. And someone somewhere, because government has no seedlings, someone somewhere will be awarded a tender worth billions of shillings to supply seedlings to government, so that the same government can take those seedlings to young people back in rural areas to plant them on payment. Right? right? Now, when Charlene, mtu asiseme kwamba nimeanza vita na mtu yeyote. I'm just using the available. Unajua watu wanaweza sema, oh, kaka, familia ya Ruto inaingilia wapi? Yes. But I'm asking as a responsible Kenyan. And from what she posted on her own Twitter account, it's not innuendos. See propaganda. I'm just relating on what is going on. She said, today's highlight was, I'm quoting from her own Twitter account, Charlene Ruto, October 25th. She's saying, today's highlights was meeting Isiolo County 0011's Deputy Governor, Dr. James Lowassa, and his team members at the Isiolo County government offices. We engaged in key discussions on climate change and its impact on environmental progression. The drought that is ongoing, the heat that you feel, because some counties are hot, is what we call global warming. Global warming is brought by climate change, either by cutting down of trees or by other activities that is leading to the loss of vegetation cover. I did geography, by the way. That's why I'm explaining these things as a person who understands. Now, Charlene is in Isiolo County. He is discussing, Isiolo is one of the counties that has been highly affected by drought and hunger. Now she's saying that they discussed extensively on climate change. When climate changes, one of the climate can positively change or negatively change. Climate change can positively impact an area or negatively impact an area. In this case, Kenya, where we are, climate change has negatively impacted some areas. That's why you see drought and hunger. They are discussing about climate change as who? She's not an employee of the government. She is not anywhere involved in matters governance in this country. Now my question is, she is discussing matters of climate change as who? But of course, as the daughter's president. The second tweet, the same day, this is what she tweeted. A tree planting exercise shall be conducted come December, along with another follow-up engagement with various stakeholders. This lady is speaking with a lot of authority. She is speaking with a lot of authority. But listen, as a country, she is speaking like who? As a country, we will begin planting trees in December, followed up with various stakeholders, can be government stakeholders, because the exercise will be conducted by the government. But listen, let me repeat for you that statement. A tree planting exercise. The president has said, we are beginning to plant trees. Yes. And the exercise will replace kazi mtaani. Now, his daughter is telling Kenyans, the exercise that the government is saying through the president is starting this December, and along with another follow-up engagement with various stakeholders. she's speaking like a person who owns the exercise. Are you getting what I'm explaining? Now let me tell you. Who is behind the planting trees program? Your guess is as good as mine. God bless you, patriots. Mungu abariki Kenya. Mungu abariki wanyonge. Mungu abariki mahasala. Wale wanakufa na njaa, Mungu awanekanie, mvua ipatikane kwenyu. God bless you. Mungu abariki sana. Asante.